Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy CAT for MBA channel. This is the place for all MBA aspirants. So if you are targeting CAT 2020 or other MBA entrance exams, you will get the complete learning on this channel at a free of cost. My name is Ronak Shah and in this session, I'm going to give you all the necessary information about CAT 2020 exam. Before we go ahead, let me quickly reintroduce myself. So I have done my MBA and I'm also an engineer. I have been training students for CAT and other MBA entrance exam for almost last 12 years, and I have trained more than 10,000 students in this time period. I also have industry experience of about 4 years, and I personally scored more than 99 percentile in CAT for 2 times. Talking about the agenda for this session, so I'm going to give you information about CAT exam pattern, and we will also analyze past CAT papers. I'll also tell you about various sections in CAT exam and the topics covered for that. Then we'll also look at some of the good colleges which accept CAT score. We'll classify them in various categories based on the percentile required to be eligible for the subsequent rounds. Then we'll also look at the programs or the specializations offered by those colleges which accept CAT score. And at the end, we will look at how to register for CAT once the application forms are out. Right now, before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you that you must have subscribed to our YouTube channel, that is Unacademy CAT for MBA. If you haven't done so up till now, you can do it right away. You can also like our videos if you have watched it, and if you found that you have got fruitful information, you can also tell your friends about this Unacademy CAT for MBA channel so that they can also be benefited and you can prepare in groups. Right, and you can also subscribe to our Telegram channel. On Telegram channel we post various updates, and we also upload our daily lecture session notes, so you can download it from there. Just to give you a quick idea about this CAT entrance exam, so it is conducted by IIM. In fact, CAT 2019 was conducted by IIM Kozhikode, and this year it is expected that it will be conducted by IIM Indore. It is conducted only once every year. It's an online exam, and it is conducted in 2 slots. So usually it is conducted on the last Sunday of November. So this year it is expected to be conducted on 29th November 2020. Right, as I mentioned, it is conducted in 2 slots and roughly about 2 lakh students. There is 1 lakh in each slot. So 2 lakh students appear for this exam. Going further, let me quickly give you some quick facts about CAT 2019 papers. So that would help you understand the CAT paper pattern. So it's a 3-year exam. There are 3 sections: quantitative ability, verbal ability and reading comprehension, and logical reasoning and data interpretation. Quantitative ability section is of 60 minutes. Same way the other 2 sections, so total duration is 180 minutes. So you can say there is a sectional time limit. In case if you are not aware about this, let me quickly tell you that sectional time limit means you cannot take over or utilize your previous section time in the next section. You will have to consume your 60 minutes of that section for that section itself. Right, number of questions, so total there are 100 questions. The breakup, section wise breakup is something like this: 34 for quant, 34 for VARC, and 32 for logical reasoning and data interpretation. There are 2 types of question that you will find. So questions are of 2 types. One, you can say MCQ question. So about 75% questions are MCQ questions, and the other are called TITA question, or you can also say short answer question. TITA stands for type in the answer. You are provided one answer box in which you need to input the value once you have solved the question. Okay, there are no options in that. So about 25% of the questions are TITA question. In fact, I'll also show you that over a period of last 3-4 years, what is the percentage of TITA question and how it has varied year on year. Marking scheme, so for MCQ question, this is the marking scheme: +3 -1. For TITA question, this is the marking scheme as it is mentioned over here. Right, there is no negative marking for wrong answer for TITA question. Talking about the toughness, so on a scale of 10, I can say quantitative ability section is not among the toughest section. Verbal ability also is not very tough, but logical reasoning section has been consistently tough. If you look at past 4-5 years papers, so logical reasoning and data interpretation section has become the H's hill for most of the students. Okay, and just to tell you more about this TITA question, that is type in the answer question. So this is the breakup of question for past 5 years. roughly if you observe, there have been about 25 to 27% questions which are theta question, right? Area wise, if you look at, so in 2019 in data interpretation and logical reasoning, there were 8 theta question, quantitative ability 10, and verbal ability and logical reasoning, sorry, verbal ability and reading comprehension, there were 10 theta question. Now here I have shown you a screenshot of actual CAT paper. In case if you're wondering how can you access the actual mock CAT paper, so it is available right over there on their official website, which is catiim.ac.in, sorry, iamcat.ac.in, and over there you can just go to the mock test section, mock test link, and you can see that. So I have taken a screenshot of the theta question box. Okay, so in the theta question, just below the question, you are given this kind of box to input your value. Okay, and below that box you will see this number panel. In the number panel, using this number panel, you need to input the value in this box, right? So this is how it works. Talking about quantitative ability section, so let's quickly look at what kind of questions are being asked, what are the important areas, or what are the topics to be prepared for quantitative ability section. So the quantitative ability questions can be categorized in this 5 different modules. You can say numbers, arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and modern maths. Earlier it was like from each of these area there were roughly 20% of the questions, but then over a period of time in recent past we have seen skewed paper pattern. Skewed paper pattern means from certain area there are more number of questions, and from the other modules there are lesser number of questions. So for example, in CAT 2019, if you look at the number of questions from this numbers area, it was just one, there was just one question which was directly from the numbers area. But that doesn't mean that you can ignore that particular topic or the topics in that particular area, because in this year in 2020 it may be possible, or in 2021 it may be possible that they may ask more questions from numbers area. So you'll have to be prepared equally with all these areas, right? Then arithmetic, so let me quickly tell you what topics are covered as part of numbers. If I just talk about numbers, topics like HCF, LCM, divisibility, number line, so all this kind of topics are part of numbers area. Then you can say remainders and cyclicity, then finding last digit. Cyclicity means finding last digit and then last 2 digits, and so on and so forth. I can say remainder, cyclicity. Then I can also say factorial, and there are a few more concepts that you will have to cover. So in fact, if you have subscribed to this YouTube channel, which is Unacademy CAT for MBA, you can be rest assured to be prepared with all these topics over here, and that too completely at free of cost, right? So you can attend my daily live sessions, and you can be prepared completely within next 2 months for this CAT entrance exam. Talking about arithmetic area, so topics like if I just write over here, arithmetic area includes questions from percentage, profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, then I can say ratio, proportion, partnership, then averages, mixture allegation, then time and work, very important topic, and time, speed, distance, again very important topic. So these are the areas, these are the concepts based on which the questions have been asked. So if you observe, as it is mentioned in on the CAT website, that they ask you question based on the school mathematics concept. However, these questions are slightly different than what you have seen during your school. Here you need to understand the concept thoroughly and you need to apply them in the question. So application part is more important rather than just understanding the concept, right? Talking about algebra, so algebra includes all those equations and inequality and polynomials, then you can say functions, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the areas from algebra. Talking about geometry, so geometry can be segregated or divided in 4 different areas. You can say 2-dimensional geometry, then 3-dimensional geometry, which is also called solid figures. Then you have coordinate geometry, and there is trigonometry. If you want, trigonometry can also be included in geometry section. These are the topics based on which the questions are asked in geometry section. Talking about modern maths, so modern maths includes these topics. It includes questions based on set theory concept and progression, sequence series progression, you can say, then you can say permutation and combination, probability. In fact, logarithm can also be included over here. Many people include, many mathematicians include logarithm as part of numbers, but then some other also consider it part of the modern math. In fact, a few experts say that functions is also part of modern maths. So however you want to categorize, you can do it, but you need to be prepared with those areas, right? So if you are attending our daily life sessions, you can be rest assured of getting prepared for all these areas, right? Now if you look at the level of difficulty, so let me quickly show you this thing. So you will find easy questions as well as medium or moderate difficulty level questions and difficult question. And honestly speaking, even if you aim to score 99 plus percentile in CAT quant section, you really don't need to touch this difficult question, because to score 99 plus percentile in CAT section, you need to solve about 22 to 23 questions correctly. This is the standard average that we have seen over the period of time, right? And if you observe, out of this 34 questions that you find in the quant section, about 13 questions are of easy category, and about, if you look at this, around 14 questions are of moderate category, and then another 7 questions are of difficult category. So we don't need to look at this. In fact, we can just focus on this one. Just to correct this number, this is the okay. So even if you attempt this easy and moderate questions, you will have about 26 questions to choose to attempt, right? And as I mentioned, for 99 percentile, you need to attempt about 22 to 23 questions, out of which around 21 should be correct, and you can easily cross that 99. So you really don't need to touch this difficult question. So the focus should be on being very clear with the basics and then practicing lot many questions. And that is what you can expect on this Unacademy a CAT for MBA channel. Now let me quickly give you an idea about what does it mean by an easy question, right? Because I'm sure you are wondering, sir, what you may call easy may not be easy for us. Let me give you an idea of an easy question. Here is a question for you straight from one of the CAT papers, right? So in this question, you are given a circle with diameter of 10, say 10 centimeter, and you in the circle a right angle triangle has been inscribed. So this is a right angle triangle, and in the right angle triangle, a rectangle has been inscribed. The rectangle has been inscribed in such a way that one of the vertices of rectangle coincides with this hypotenuse of right angle triangle. So let's call this point as C. Now you are given diameter as 10 units and you need to find out the diagonal of this rectangle. This is an easy question if you are thorough with the basics, the concepts. Now one of the concept of two-dimensional geometry says that whenever you inscribe a right angle triangle in a circle, the hypotenuse of that right angle triangle, let me call it AB. So this hypotenuse of this right angle triangle is nothing but diameter of the circle. Okay, so we know the measurement of this diameter, it is 10 units. So the measurement of this hypotenuse is also 10, so half of that is 5. So I can say the radius of the circle or the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle is 5. Basically you can remember the radius of the circle is 5. Now if you look at this thing, this rectangle, the vertex of the rectangle coincides with the midpoint of this AB, right? So let me draw a line like this, and this is nothing but radius of the circle. Let me call this point D. So CD is also a radius of this circle as well as diagonal of the rectangle, and we know the radius of the circle is 5, so diagonal of the rectangle has to be 5, guys. So ideally when you come across such question, and if you're very clear with the basics, you should be able to solve it in about I can say 40 to 50 seconds after you have read the question, even lesser, right? So this is what I mean by easy question, which are straight away based on the concepts or certain principles, right? Now if you want to practice more such questions, or if you want to take up your preparation to the next level, I'll suggest that you go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. Now in the subscription plan, what happens is you will be able to interact with me directly, and you will be able to have more such sessions, right? The preparation will be a little more detailed. Okay, so of course we are conducting the sessions on YouTube platform, and we are going to cover all the topics over here. But on Unacademy platform, there are small batch sizes, and will be able to interact you in many ways. Not only that, you will also get access to the test series and leaderboard and many other features, right? So just to give you a brief idea about our subscription plan, in case if you want to take up your preparation to the next level, there is 1 month plan, 3 months plan, 6 months plan, 12 months plan, and 24 months. I'll suggest you to go for either 12 months plan or this 24 months plan, because two reasons. One, they are very cost effective, right? 1 month plan cost you close to 3,000, while 12 months plan, the per month price is less than 1,000 rupees. And of course, your preparation is not going to stop once the CAT exam is over, because I'm sure you must be targeting the other entrance exam like SNAP, CMAT, ZAT, IFT, IRMA, CET, and so on and so forth, right? So we are going to help you for all this entrance exam till the time you get into MBA college, right? And that's why you will at least require 1 year preparation. You will require to be associated with us for all year. If you are in second year of your graduation 3 years program, or if you are in third year of your engineering, then you can also think of going for a 2 years plan, because you are going to appear for CAT next year, right? These are our courses. In fact, you can use my referral code, which is SHAH10, okay, and you will get a special 10% discount. So if you want, you can quickly note down this thing so that you can avail that waiver as well. Now coming back to our CAT paper pattern analysis, so we already discussed that what is the breakup of the questions as part of quantitative ability section. Now we'll look at the breakup of questions for verbal ability and reading comprehension section in CAT 2019. So in CAT 2019, in fact, if you even look at the previous year papers like 18, 17, and so on and so forth, roughly about 22 to 24 questions are from reading comprehension area. So reading comprehension is very important, and to score well in this section, I always recommend, though I'm not the verbal faculty, but based on my experience, I can suggest that you need to have a good reading habit. Once again, I just want to highlight one thing, that many students, when they start preparing for CAT, they also start reading newspapers and all, which is very good thing. But when you are reading newspaper, do not just focus or stuck to one area which is your favorite area. For example, I've seen many students, particularly male student, they are very much interested in sports. So whenever they open the newspaper, and if they read it for 40 minutes, out of this 40 minutes they are spending 30 minutes only on the sports section. So that should not be the case. You need to cultivate the diversified reading habit. You need to expose yourself to different variety of reading material. So you need to read article which are from on social issue, or on economic issue, or technology, or medical science, or mythology. So you should have diversified reading habit, right? And if you have that, then you will be able to tackle passages very easily, because if you look at different passages are from different genre, right? So your past reading habit would be really very helpful. So even in 2019 there were 5 passages. Each passage had 4 or 5 questions, right? And apart from reading comprehension, you will find question based on paragraph summary, or para jumbled, or misfit. So these are certain areas, or this is the breakup of verbal ability section. Of course, our verbal ability faculties, when they'll be taking the daily live sessions on YouTube platform, or if you have taken Plus subscription, and when you will interact with them on the Plus platform, they'll give you much more detailed view of the same paper, same analysis. Right. Moving to the LRDI section of CAT 2019, you will always find in CAT exam, you will find questions based on arrangement. Roughly 7 to 8 questions are from arrangement area, arrangement puzzles. Now, arrangement questions can broadly be categorized in 3 ways. One is a linear arrangement, or you can say ordering. The second variety is called matrix arrangement or tabular arrangement of data. And the third one is circular arrangement. So it is always recommended that you practice lot many puzzles based on arrangement, so that you can at least answer 4 to 5 questions which are of arrangement. Just be careful when you pick the question of arrangement. Just try to understand the toughness of that question. If you feel that it's one of those tough puzzle, you need to skip that, right? So in 2019 there was an easy question from arrangement, and another set was a moderate level of difficulty. The other thing that you will find very much in common in most of the past CAT papers is the calculation based data interpretation set. So you will always find about 5 to 7 questions, or 4 to 6 questions which are based on calculation based DI. where you are given some data about a company or about a country and so on and so forth, and you need to find out the percentage change, or you need to use concept of growth or ratios, averages, and so on and so forth, right? So you need to be very good at calculation, and you can tackle this thing. Look at the level of difficulty. It has to be attempted only if you feel that it's easy or moderate level of difficulty, right? The other questions that you'll find are miscellaneous puzzles and logical reasoning based data interpretation question. What is the logical reasoning based data interpretation question? So in a normal data interpretation question, you can answer the question mainly by observation or by making some calculation. But in some of the DI sets, you will have to use your critical thinking capability or your analytical skill before you understand the data, right, in order to comprehend the given data. That is called logical reasoning based data interpretation question. This is the broad breakup of your DI section in 2019. Okay. Now for talking about good colleges and their cutoffs, so we have prepared a partial list of colleges. Of course, this would be really helpful, and in fact, I'll suggest that you please like this video, and you can also save it in your playlist, so that later on, once the application forms of various colleges are out, or once you have got your CAT results, you can revisit this video and you can look at this list, and you can make your decisions. You can apply to those colleges accordingly. So if you score 95 plus percentile, chances are very high that you will get call from top 6 IIMs, the old 6 IIMs, and then FMS, IIT Mumbai, IIT Delhi, and so on and so forth. NITI, if you're planning to go for operations or industrial management kind of specialization, NITI is the college to look forward to, right? Now, just one thing that I want to clarify over here is this college is most of the top B schools not only look at your CAT score, but they also look at your profile. When I say profile, it includes many other things like your academics, that is of 10th, 12th, and graduation percentage, you can say. Then your other achievements and your work experience. If you have some work experience, that will also be counted. If you do not have work experience, that doesn't mean you are ineligible. You are perfectly eligible. Okay, so it's not compulsory to have work experience, but yes, if you have work experience, you will earn some brownie points. And apart from that, if you also have some professional qualification like CACS along with your graduation, then that will also be an added advantage. It may be possible that a student who has scored 92 percentile in CAT, but having strong profile, may get call from IIM Ahmedabad as well, right? So this is just a broad overview, but then higher the percentile, the better will be the chance to get the call from top B schools. We can call them tier 1B schools. Talking about tier 2B schools, so we will call those colleges, or we will put those colleges in tier 2 who give you call at the when you score in this range, when you have scored 85 to 95 percentile. And again, there are plenty of good colleges in which you can think of pursuing your management program, right? So for example, if you are someone who is looking forward to the mass communication kind of specialization, then MICA is a college that you should opt for. Same way, if you're looking forward to rural management program, then you can think about IRMA, Anand, and so on and so forth, right? In tier 3B schools, you can get call from this kind of colleges. Again, look at this tier 2B school. So there are total 20 IIMs. Out of this 20 IIMs, I have placed 6 old IIMs in tier 1, and about 6 to 7 more IIMs in tier 2, and all the other IIMs which are mostly new IIMs in tier 3, right? We have included the new IIMs in tier 3, and apart from this new IIM, you can also expect call from this colleges, right? So these are the good colleges that you can look forward to who are appearing for CAT, right? Now moving forward, let me quickly tell you about this flagship program versus the other program, or you can say core campus versus the other campus, and so on and so forth. So this is something that you need to understand. So most of the college have opened up more campuses, right? So let's talk about campuses first. If you look at IMT College, IMT Ghaziabad is a very renowned name. It's a very good college to pursue your management program. Now, over a period of time, they have opened up 2 more campuses, one in Hyderabad and another in Nagpur. Right. So if you score something like 90 plus percentile, you will most likely get call from IMT Ghaziabad. If you have scored something like 80 plus percentile, then you will get call from IMT Hyderabad. And if you have scored something like 75 percentile or something like that, then you will get call from IMT Nagpur, right? So it's always better to go for their main campus rather than going for some other campus. Okay, that's one thing. Same is the case with IMI. So IMI is also a very good college. It's located in Delhi. So their main campus is IMI Delhi, and they have also opened a few new campuses. One of them is in Kolkata. If you score 90 plus percentile, you will get called. And if you have applied to IMI Delhi, of course, you'll have to apply to this colleges separately. So you can expect call from IMI Delhi. And if you have scored slightly less, then you can apply to their Kolkata campus and you can expect call from there. Talking about flagship program versus the other program, so let's take example of KJ Somaiya. Now KJ Somaiya has their PGDM program, and apart from that they have PGDM in retail, PGDM in international business, and some other PGDM courses also. So this PGDM is called the flagship program, flagship course, and these others are the secondary courses which they have started additionally, right? So if you have scored something like 88 to 90 percentile, you can expect call from this KJ Somaiya PGDM program, which is their main program. If you scored little less, still you can apply to these courses which are almost equally good, because when the companies come to a campus, if that particular college is running different program, company is interested in a potential candidate rather than which program that candidate has opt for. So most of the time this is the case, unless the company is very specific that we want only retail candidate or we want only finance candidate, and so, and so forth. That's why it's always recommendable, advisable to go for any reputed college. Even if you are getting the secondary program, suppose you couldn't qualify, you couldn't clear the cutoff for the flagship program, but if you are getting the secondary program, you can think for that also, you can consider that. Okay, now before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you that you can subscribe to our, you can just download our Unacademy app, and through Unacademy app you will be able to attend my special classes. So special classes are the classes that I conduct at for all the students at a free of cost on Unacademy platform. Like on YouTube you are learning every day, same way we conduct some additional sessions and we give additional inputs on the Unacademy platform, and those sessions are called special sessions. So if you have subscribed to this channel and if you are attending my sessions on regular basis, then I'll keep telling you that when I'm conducting the special session, on an average every week once I conduct a special session on Unacademy platform. For that, what you need to do is you don't need to make any payments or something. It's completely free of cost for everyone. You should have just downloaded the Unacademy app and you should have just followed my profile. So you can search for my profile with the name Ronak Shah, and you can follow me over there as well. Okay, coming back to the different specializations offered by these colleges. So talking about not specializations only, but even the degree that they offer. So let's talk about this degrees first and then we'll look at the specialization. So most of the B schools or management colleges offer this three degrees or this three certificates, you can say. One is MBA degree, the other is PGDM certificate, and the third one is PGPM certificate. This is mainly offered by IIMs. So once again, IIMs do not offer degree, they offer diploma certificate. Now why is it so? Why some college offered MBA degree and some other offer diploma certificate or PGPM kind of certificate? So let's quickly understand this. For example, you are doing your graduation or you have completed your graduation. If you look at your degree, the degree is not provided by the college from where you pursued your graduation. It has come from the university to which this college was affiliated. So if your college was affiliated to say Symbiosis University, you will get your degree from Symbiosis University. Same way, if your college is affiliated to say Mumbai University, then you will get your degree from Mumbai University. So if a college is affiliated to some university, only then the students of that college get a degree from that university. Okay, so there are few colleges who are affiliated to some or another university, but there are some private colleges also which are running the program with the approval of a body called AICTE. And these colleges, since they are not affiliated to any of the university, they do not offer MBA degree or they cannot offer MBA degree, but they offer PGDM certificate. If you look at IIMs also, so IIMs are autonomous body, they are autonomous colleges and they are not affiliated to any of the university. They come directly under the Ministry of Human Resources of India, right? And that's why they do not offer any MBA degree, they offer PGPM certificate. But if you look at the value, The value of IIM certificate is far more than any ordinary MBA. So when you're choosing your college, do not look at whether you are whether that college is offering PGDM certificate or they are offering MBA degree. Rather look at what is the rank of that college. If that college is one of the top 50 college, you can go ahead without giving a second. Okay, talking about specialization, so finance, marketing, HR, operations, international business, and systems or IT. These are the conventional specialization. These have been there, in the colleges for quite some time, about last 15-20 years. They have been there, and there are many other new specializations that have come up. So just to give you one example, Symbiosis University of Pune, which has about 16 MBA colleges in that, has come up with a specialization, a program rather called MBA in sports management. And apart from that, they also have MBA in telecommunication management and so on. So there are so many different choices available. In fact, I was just surfing through website of one particular college, one particular B school, and I found that they have recently introduced a couple of new program like ports and shipment management or aviation management and so on and so forth. Because all these industry sectors require managers, right? And that's why you will find so many new specializations being offered by these colleges. Based on your interest, you can choose the specialization in that particular college. Okay, so here we have provided you a list of specialization that you get from colleges offering MBA or PGDM, or if you look at IIMs offer agriculture, business management, and human resource management, public and policy management, enterprise management, and okay, just one thing that I missed is, if you are an executive with more than 5 years of work experience, then you really don't need to go for the normal MBA or PGDM program. In your case, you can think of going for this executive program offered by the top B school like IIM or FMS and so forth. So you can visit their website and you can see which of these colleges offer a 1 year program, the executive program. That would be more valuable for you, and they also provide you some really good career opportunities after the, you can think about that. Okay, now let's move to this last part of the CAT 2020 session. We'll understand what is the eligibility criteria for CAT exam, and what are the steps to register for CAT exam, and what are the charges for that. So just to give you a brief idea about that, for open category candidate and non-creamy OBC category candidate, the criteria is bachelor's degree with at least 50% marks. So either you should have completed that, or you should be in the final year of your graduation. Even if you are in final year, you are eligible to appear for CAT. Candidate with professional degrees are also eligible for that. For reserved category candidate, there is a relaxation of 5 percentages in the graduation graduation percentage requirement, right? These are some of the eligibility criteria. Talking about the fees, so when you registered for CAT exam, the general category candidate will have to pay 1900 rupees fees, and the registration charges for the reserved category candidate is 90 rupees. So how will you register for CAT 2020? So once the notification about the application process is out, you will have to go to their website, which is iimcat.ac.in, and you will have to click on register. Over there, you will have to provide some basic information, and you will have to finish the preliminary stage of registration. So that you will receive one username and password on your mail or on your mobile, and using that you will have to log into the portal, and you will have to complete the form that is provided over there. You will have to fill all your details. Along with that, you will have to upload the scanned copy of your photograph, scanned copy of your signature, and some other documents as mentioned over there, right? And once that is done, you can make the payment online, and you can proceed, and then you can wait for your admit card to come. Okay, so admit card is normally released about 20 days or 25 days of CAT exam. You can expect to receive the admit card in the month of November. And in the admit card, it's mentioned that what is your examination center and what is your time slot. Okay, so before I wind up, I would once again like to tell you that you can really take your CAT preparation to the next level if you have subscribed to this Plus plan. And what are the benefits? So just to give you an idea about the Plus subscription benefit, you will get access to mock test series. As you know that along with your preparation, you will require to take plenty of mock tests. Okay, so even during our daily life sessions, we'll keep telling you that you can take one mock test in this week, another mock test in next week, and so on and so forth. So this mock test will be available on our Plus platform. The second is there is the concept of leaderboard, which we use to make session more interactive. Once you are on Plus platform, you will come to know what is this leaderboard and why it is enjoyed by most of the students. And third and most important thing is you will be able to interact with me directly if you have taken that Plus subscription. So on YouTube session, during the YouTube session, the limited interaction is slightly limited, but on the Plus platform, you can straight away ask me questions and you can get your doubts addressed. And there are many other benefits that you will get along with the benefits that I've mentioned over here if you avail this Plus subscription. So let me quickly tell you how can you avail this Plus subscription. So for that, first you will have to go to your Play Store or App Store and you can download our app, the Unacademy Learning app. You can install it and then you can click on the Plus subscription. You can select your course as CAT and then you can click on the GET subscription. So you will be able to see various plans over there, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and so on and so forth. I always recommend students to go for this 1 year or 2 years plan, because though the CAT exam will be over in the month of November, your preparation won't stop there, because I'm sure you would be targeting the other entrance exam like SNAP, CET, CMAT, and so on. So you will require much more support even afterwards. So you can, if you are in final year of graduation or if you are appearing for this year's CAT, you can go for 1 year plan, or if you are planning to take up CAT next year, then you can go for 2 years. If you look at the prices, they are also very competitive. So it's just close to 16,000 or 19,000 for two years plan. As I mentioned earlier, you will also get 10% discount if you use my referral code, which is SHAH10. So I'm sure you would like to go for this plan. Do not forget to put my referral code. That will be like my efforts are appreciated and you will be able to interact with me directly. Just to give you a brief idea about our other courses. So as you know, Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform. We prepare students free of cost on this YouTube platform. Okay, and we have plenty of other courses apart from MBA entrance preparation. We have this UPSC course and NEET course and JEE bank exams and so on, right? And we keep introducing new courses every passing day. So if your friends or other family members are preparing for any of this entrance exam, you can introduce them to our Unacademy platform, and so that they can also learn, right? And yeah, you can attend my special classes if you have downloaded this app. So in case if you are not going for Plus subscription, you can at least download the app and you will be updated about my special sessions and whenever I'm starting new batches. So you can just follow me over there with the name Ronak Shah. You can search me and follow. Before we end the session, I would once again like to remind you that please subscribe to our channel in case you haven't subscribed, and you can also click on the bell icon so that whenever I'm conducting a live session or whenever I'm coming up with marathon session or a quiz and so on and so forth, you get the notification for that. You can also subscribe to our Telegram channel, which is CAT for MBA, so that you can download today's lectures note. That's it from my end. Hope you would have enjoyed this. Please like this session and share your comments in the comment box so that I can come up with more such session. Thank you.